Hola, soy la señora Concepción, and today we are going to continue learning about direct object pronouns. Here it is. So, what is a direct object pronoun? Directly receives the action of the verb. It could be a thing or things or a person or people. Take a look at this example. Beto estudia el libro. Yo lavo los platos. Answer the questions what or whom. Let's take a look. Ellos comen el almuerzo. Eat what? El almuerzo. Anita ayuda a la profesora. Help whom? A la profesora. Now we're going to take a look at direct object pronouns. And I recommend you to take notes and start memorizing them. Replace direct object pronouns. That's the function they do. Agree with direct objects. Masculine, feminine, gender, and whether there's one or more than one, singular and plural. Here are they. Me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las. Me is, yeah, it is me. And then te is when the direct object pronoun is tú. And then lo, la, it could you can use it for him, her, or when the direct object is usted. Él ayuda a usted. So you see, you can use it that if the person that you're helping, the direct object pronoun is masculine. Let's say María is helping Pedro. María ayuda a Pedro. María, and then you're going to choose for Pedro, lo. Let's say that it's the other way around. Pedro ayuda a María. Then you're going to choose la. Let's move on. So, la profesora ayuda a nosotros. We are the ones that are being helped by the professor. So, no, la profesora ayuda a nosotros. Then you're going to replace a nosotros for nos. Say, la profesora ayuda a vosotros o vosotras here. Then you are going to replace a vosotros o a vosotras for os. Let's move on here. Then you have the equivalent, the plural equivalent of lo and la is los and las. So if there are them, sorry about that. If you're talking about them and or is a group, la profesora ayuda a ellos, then you are going to replace a ellos for los. The same, la profesora ayuda a ellas, then you are going to replace a ellas for las. And the same applies for la profesora ayuda a ustedes, and you have a mixed group. The professor helps you all, then you're going to say los. But if the professor is helping uh, uh, you all and is a group of only feminines, you're going to say las. You're going to choose the pronoun las. Okay? So remember, me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las. Let's take a look. Carlos bebe la leche. Carlos drinks milk. Carlos la bebe. Carlos drinks it. Now, notice the difference when you replace the direct object la leche for the pronoun, the do pronoun, then you place it in front of the verb, the conjugated verb. Okay, this verb is response to Carlos. Carlos, who is he? What is he doing? He drinks. Okay, so this verb is conjugated. Now, this is different from English. Carlos drinks it at the end. We place it in front of the conjugated verb for one verb sentence. Okay, so pay attention to that. You're going to see that when there are two verbs, you can simplify sentences in two different ways. So when you are replacing the direct object, like la leche, direct object, by the pronoun, direct object pronoun, we call it to simplify the sentence. To simplify the sentence. Let's take another look. Yo visito a mis amigos. I visit them. Okay? Yo visito a mis amigos. What do? I visit. Okay, that's the verb conjugated because I'm the one doing the action. Yo visito. Whom? Them. A mis amigos. So this is plural, third person. So I'm going to use los. And here it is. This is the simplified version of the sentence. Yo los visito. Yo los visito is the simplified sentence. For sentences that have one verb is one option before the conjugated verb. You saw that in the previous two examples. We placed the direct object pronouns before the conjugated verb. Let's take a look. Complete this. Simplified the following sentences. First, you have to identify the direct object. Nosotros usamos, what do we use? ¿Qué usamos? You have to ask that question. ¿Qué usamos? What do we use? La computadora. So that's your direct object. Then you have to choose the direct object pronoun. La. Nosotros la usamos. Good. Then the next one. Ustedes practican los deportes. What do you practice? Los deportes. Here, easy. Los deportes. So you're going to use this one. Ustedes los practican. And then, tú escuchas a mí. Tú escuchas a mí. Whom do you listen? A mí. So, a mí, you replace it with me. Me escuchas. Ella escribe las cartas. Las cartas. Easy. Las. So, what does she write? Letters. Las cartas. There you go. Let's continue practicing. Yo compro el bolígrafo. What is that I buy? El bolígrafo. Now, notice this. For el bolígrafo, singular masculine things, or you are going to replace the el for lo, L-O. You see? Yo lo compro. Ellos esperan a nosotros. Who they wait for. Whom they wait for. And you're going to say ellos, and then you're going to replace a nosotros for nos. Nos esperan. Now notice you are replacing a nosotros. You're replacing this for nos. Ustedes contestan las preguntas. Ustedes contestan las preguntas. Ustedes las contestan. Ella mira a ti. Whom she looks at. A ti. Now you're going to replace a ti for te. Te mira. Notice when you have that personal A connecting the verb, a nosotros, a ti, a mí, a ella, a él, you replace the whole phrase, the whole a nosotros, a ella, for that direct object pronoun. Let's continue. Tú limpias la casa. Tú limpias la casa. And then if you identify la casa, you're correct. And then replace this and simplify this sentence. La limpias. Yo ayudo a vosotros. Yo ayudo a vosotros. Now you have a vosotros, you have that personal A. You're going to replace it with os ayudo. A vosotros, you replace it with os. And then you place it in front of the conjugated verb. Let's take a look at the next one. Él necesita el dinero. Now, el dinero is the money. He needs the money. Lo necesita. Él lo necesita. This is the simplified sentence. Ellos buscan a ustedes. Again, we have that phrase. A ustedes. The personal A. Then you're going to replace this with the direct object pronouns. And if you guessed it, los, you're correct. Los buscan. Los buscan. Good. Now, we're going to go into two verb sentences. Remember those two verb sentences. Oh, what do I do with the second verb? You use the infinitive form. Now, we are simplifying those two verb sentences, and you can have voy a caminar. Voy a caminar is a two verb sentence. Quiero comer empanadas. That is a two verb sentence. Ellos quieren almorzar. That is a two-verb sentence. Before the conjugated verb and after the infinitive verb. Now you're going to form a new word with the second option. So you can simplify two verbs sentences in two ways. Before, like you've learned so far, and after. And that's the new form. Okay? So remember this. Two verb sentences, you can simplify it in two ways. Before the conjugated verb and after the infinitive verb. Now let's take a look. Before the conjugated verb. Anita quiere mirar la televisión. Here you have, what is it that she wants? Mirar. Remember, you're using the infinitive form. Anita quiere mirar la televisión. And then you have the direct object, and you have the one thing is, and so you're going to use the definite article. This is a definite article. The TV gives it away. So you're just going to use this. In this case, Anita la quiere mirar. So far, so good. Before the conjugated verb. Now, this is the different one. After the infinitive verb of present participle. Now, look at this. It's after, but you are making a new word. Mirarla. Mirarla. So you are putting it together as a new word. So this is what you need to remember, that there are two ways, and the second way, which is after, you attach it to that second verb. Okay, so here some practice. You need to simplify these sentences that are two verb sentences. Take a look. Puede llevar, quieren celebrar, esperan comer. There are two forms to simplify the sentences. One is before and the other one is after. La caja, muy bien. Puede llevar, what is it that he can carry? La caja. And you have it here, la caja. And then, papá la puede llevar. Papá puede llevarla. Muy bien. Ellos quieren celebrar el día. Ellos lo quieren llevar. Now, remember, el día, when you have this definite article, el día, today, you don't use el. You use lo. And now the second form, you are making a new word. Ellos quieren celebrarlo. And then los insectos, las plantas esperan comer los insectos. Las plantas los esperan comer. So you have two verbs here. It goes in front. And then the second way, the second form, you make a new word. Las plantas esperan comerlos. Now, it's your turn a practicar. Tú vas a ver las películas. Identify that. The two verbs here, you remember, this is the ir a, and you always use when you are talking about going to uh, to see a movie, future simple future tense, there are two verbs, vas y ver, but we always use um, in going to, we use the a, going to see movies. Okay, tú vas a ver las películas. Two verbs. The first one conjugated, the second one is not. Okay, las películas tú las vas a ver. Now you have it, it's given here, the definite article, the movies. And you use this as that this is a pronoun. Now this means to go and watch them. Okay, so it's a different meaning. But look, you're using it, you're recycling the same. The definite article, you replace it and you put it here. It's just that it has a different meaning. Them, you're watching them. You're going to watch them. I'm sorry, you're going to watch them. And then the second form, vas a verlas. Vas a verlas. Is there a difference in meaning between the first form and the second form? No, you're saying the same thing. You are going to watch them. Tú las vas a ver. Or the second form, tú vas a verlas. Tú vas a verlas. Then the second one, nosotros deseamos vender. What is that we desire to sell? La casa. La casa. So here it is. Nosotros la, here again, recycle and use this. La deseamos vender. And then the second form, which is the infinitive form, using the infinitive form, deseamos venderla. You just form a new word because you are attaching it to the second verb. And then ustedes están visitando a ella. Now, remember, you are going to replace the whole thing, and a ella, you are going to use la. La están visitando. Están visitándola. Now we have something here that is different. First of all, this is, look at, this is different. This visitando is progressive form. They are visiting her. They are visiting her. When you have that visitando, this form is progressive tense. When you have the ando, están visitando, you are going to add an accent mark to the A. Visitándola. Visitándola. So this is something to remember. In addition to that, two verb sentences, you need to simplify them in two ways. Okay. All right. So this is it for now. Continuing on to more practices and keep on doing this, simplifying sentences. Bye.